Have you ever walked into a supermarket intending to buy just a loaf of bread, but somehow you walk out with a chocolate bar, a magazine, and a relentless feeling that you didn't actually decide to buy any of it? It's almost like an invisible hand guided your wallet.
That is a perfect, if slightly painful, example of what we're diving into today. You think you're the captain of your own ship, making rational choices based on logic and math, but the reality? You're often just reacting to a carefully designed script.
That sounds slightly terrifying. We like to think we're logical creatures. I mean, traditional economics is built on that idea, right? That we analyze costs, benefits, and always choose the option that maximizes our personal gain.
Exactly. That's the classical economics model. It views humans as these hyper-rational supercomputers, Homo economicus. But let's be honest. When was the last time you calculated the marginal utility of a donut?
Never. I just eat the donut.
Precisely. And that is where behavioral economics comes in. It's a field really popularized by Richard Thaler back in 2008. It basically says, hey, humans are messy. We have emotions, we have biases, and we are often wonderfully irrational. We don't always do what's best for us. We do what feels right in the moment.
So, it brings psychology into the boardroom. The text we looked at mentioned the Brexit vote as a prime example of this clash.
It's a classic case study. If you looked at it purely through a classical economic lens, you'd expect voters to meticulously weigh trade deals and GDP forecasts. But behavioral economics suggests that wasn't the driver. It was emotion, identity, and impulsiveness. The rational choice got buried under psychological realities.
Okay, so we are emotional and irrational. But how is that actually used? Is this just observing us, or is it manipulating us?
That's the million-dollar question. This brings us to nudge theory. It's the idea that you can alter the choice architecture, the way options are presented to steer people toward a specific outcome without forbidding other options.
Choice architecture. That sounds like a fancy way of saying rigging the game.
It can be, but it can also be benevolent. Think about organ donation. In some countries, you have to actively sign a paper to become a donor. In others, you are a donor by default, and you have to sign a paper to opt out. The opt-out countries have massively higher donation rates.
Because people are lazy?
Because of the status quo bias. We hate changing things. We prefer the default setting. So, governments use this. They nudge you into pension schemes by auto-enrolling you. You can leave, but you probably won't because it requires effort. It